Yeah, we got a few. Let's start, and I'm sure that more will join as we speak as we go along. Welcome everyone to the Shilly Wonka AMA. Welcome, Shilly. Great pleasure to have you here. How's everything going?
I'm pretty good, pretty good. As I mentioned, definitely excited and glad to be here. So for sure.
That's great to hear. I suppose that we all want to know a little bit about yourself first. So can you please just tell us a little bit about your background? How did you get into crypto, and how did you get to be the face, or in this case, the voice behind Shilly Wonka?
Okay, yeah. That's a definitely an interesting and pretty long story, but I'll try to paraphrase it here for you. I'm actually I'm married and I am a dad, so got three kids. I've been in retail for many years. Let's say I've been in marketing for 25 years, 30 years almost. It's Yeah, gosh, I've been there since I was a child, let's say that. So always kind of been in my blood and always really enjoyed it. And as far as how I became the voice of Shilly Wonka or Shilly Wonka is I came over into crypto. I'd been dabbling with crypto for a couple years now, as far as your blue chips, Bitcoin, and everything else. But when I discovered the Binance Smart Chain aspect of the shitcoin space, to lack of a better word, and the possibilities of these legitimate projects moving to the blockchain in the future. To say that my life did not take a complete change would be an understatement. I've always been self-employed. Well, I've been self-employed for 10 plus years now. But everything shifted to crypto to make this a possibility. So I got in touch with all the people that I knew, kind of organically started growing and finding the best of the best that I could get and asking them if they wanted to be part of this, silly drawn out process. We actually started the entire Shilly Wonka project, started the Discord community, started on June the 1st. So we've
Wow.
absolutely, yeah, we've been working in the background, just keeping to ourselves and growing, super organically just through marketing other projects and other crypto projects and growing and learning about other communities. So but yeah, that was the idea, was to come along. I realized there was a big lack in spots that were needed as far as the communities. Nothing wrong
Mm.
with Telegram at all. We like Telegram, but there were not any shitcoin based friendly style communities where it's DeFi, but at the same time you like to build a relationship and kind of be part of a community that trusts each other and works together. And there was a massive hole for it. Came up with a name, and we've been building on it ever since. So
Wow. Okay. So yeah, if you started in June, that there's a lot of work behind it already.
absolutely, yeah, there's been massive amounts of work. We've got instead of us launching, instead of us basically just throwing everybody out to ship with us and us all building the ship together,
Mm.
we've already got the ship. We got a cruise liner over here waiting for everybody to come on board with us, we think. And we really want everybody to embrace it and be part of and look at what we've built and now grow with us. I'm not saying there's nothing further in the roadmap. We've definitely got plans, but we have accomplished a quite a lot for a roadmap. We're on Telegram, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We have multiple Twitter accounts, obviously. We we've got a merch store. There's we've pretty much done TikTok. We can Instagram. Any platform anywhere that we can pretty much expand to media wise. So we've established consistent branding and built up the community and the idea of supporting legitimate other projects. That's really what we've been focusing on and building in the background. So.
Yeah. Wow. Excellent. Excellent. Um, all right. So obviously, a lot of work requires dedicated team. Can you tell us a little bit about your own role in the project, and what the team is made up of, or what the other people are doing? who they are, etc.?
Oh yeah, for sure. I always like to tell everybody that Shilly Wonka, is my idea, and I'm the one that started it. That's me. But at the same time, I like to remind everyone that none of what I've been able to accomplish this far, and nothing that I'm able to see in the future is capable by one person. I've got to say that we've got big plans. Well, we've had big plans, and we've put massive amounts of work, 24-hour voice chats, it seems like, in our Discord for the longest time, of us just working on constant ideas, trying to get everything lined up, trying to keep clones from popping up of our ideas, and trying, just all the good stuff that you normally would have to deal with for launching one token, while at the same time also marketing and helping other projects successfully launch. We've had quite a few 50 to a 100x calls in our server that are solid, legitimate plays, just because of, we have a strong vetting process with some of our calls and all of that. But the entire team behind us, oh man, I don't know where to actually get started. Some of these guys were team members or members of other communities that I was in before Shilly Wonka. I had a different name. Obviously, when the branding came up, it was a perfect play for me, and I really wanted to go with it. Huge fan of the movies and the children's books. So I said, okay, well, this could work. I started reaching out and building the team. There's a few, Augustus Gloop, the shift manager, Golden Ticket, and Charlie Bucket. Those are considered the OG Loompas. So pretty much on day one, I started reaching out to these guys, and I remember the conversation with each of them. I said, you guys, you're going to think this is crazy, but just hear me out. So the Golden Ticket and Oompa Loompa, we were part of a previous project. We were actually going to launch an adult token months and months ago, like a wallet, and had plans on that and had worked closely with a couple of other successful projects. But we determined real quick that there was a lack of solid marketing in this space. There's a lot of influencers that'll just tweet out for any money, and they could care less about doing any research. So we were like, all right, there needs to be a legitimate, basically, platform of a community for this. So we worked on that. But Madam Blueberry then came along and handled a lot of our art direction and changing, coming up with some of the different character designs and stuff that we've had. And, we've got a video department, or AV department for Shilly Vision. That's a 24/7 streaming channel that we have that runs crypto commercials and AMAs. That's broadcasting in our Telegram voice chat 24/7. It's in Discord, it's on Twitch, all at the same time. So he's in charge of that. So we've got there's just a huge team behind me, and they're all great. And they all, they're all good cogs on a well-greased wheel, we think, that, of course, always looking for extra help as we expand and we grow. But, there's a massive team. We have 6 core team members. And then, of course, we're real good friends and have developed a standing relationship with Big Mac from Retrocade. We chose him. After all of the after the time of dealing with many other developers, not that we had problems or issues with any, but we were basically developer shopping for a while, and we ran across Big Mac on a previous project, worked with him through Retrocade, and he's here. He's the contract developer for us. So
that's awesome. I had an AMA. I hosted him for Retrocade here, actually.
Yeah, you sure did. I actually was part of it, but I tend to talk too much, so I had to just keep my mic mute and listen, let you do your job.
That's awesome. Wow. Okay. My goodness. So it's a massive operation, but in massive at times might think might also sound like disorganized, but this is completely the opposite of disorganized. What you have accomplished so far is quite amazing. Let me tell you. Okay. So you touched on what Shilly Wonka is. And I went on the website, obviously, which I'm going to host again in the main chat, by the way, so that everyone can have a look. And I formed my own idea of what you're trying to do, and you've already touched on that. So you want to build a community where you pretty much can advertise other projects on the BSC chain. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's part of it. The main underlying purpose of all of it is to prevent scams, honeypots, and rug pulls. I feel like that if we call out these guys that are associated with them, or if we don't give them the publicity that they need, then eventually you're never going to stop it all completely, but at least to inform and educate people that are coming up or new to crypto, or even in crypto for a long time, to continue to look out for each other. I guess that's the main underlying purpose of the community. But as far as the marketing aspect, absolutely, we realized pretty quickly on the marketing was behind it. As I said, I've got a extensive background in marketing and retail and everything else. As far as sales wise, that's just been my passion for forever. So I realized that there are a lot of legitimate projects that have launched, and they may not understand, the make or break between them becoming a legitimate cryptocurrency, or stepping out of the shitcoin realm, or even being a good shitcoin. Nothing wrong with that. But a lot of the places did not realize that they needed good marketing. Communities are great. I do love communities, but some of the Telegram communities always come in asking for the exact same thing, and it creates a pump and it creates a dump. We believe in trying to tell everyone to hold, get the rewards based off of the volume. We like to practice what we preach as well, as far as that goes. But yeah, that would be the main underlying beginning of it. And now we market and represent legitimate things. But for instance, the golden ticket call, for instance, just to be completely clear, we've stood by this since day one and always will. The golden ticket call cannot be purchased at all. So if we give a golden ticket to somebody, they did not pay us for that at all. And it did not have any bearing. Money has no bearing on the golden ticket as far as any of those the golden ticket calls are. So that lets you know, those are just, we always try to find legitimate projects that we can represent. And that's the main thing. Okay.
All right. So, okay. I think your use case is sorely needed in this space, and it's great that there's a community that checks the projects and helps the community itself to find good projects, and at the same time helping the right projects advertise and get exposure. How do you do that? For those of us that have never been in your channels in Telegram or Discord, how do you achieve that? Can you please go more into detail on really what Shilly Wonka does on a daily basis?
Oh man, well that's as I said, that's a whole team environment there. So we are consistently busy. I can assure you that. Part of, you mentioned use case, that is one of our use cases that would be the marketing behind it, as far as keeping the constant chart movement and volume. For us, we were planning on purchasing back in with utilizing our tip bot that's already live on day one. So our community, we will be buying back and just airdropping consistently in our Discord for tasks and games, or just being active. So we do have that constant volume. As we get marketing, we turn around and we buy back into our own community to put it back onto everybody. So we do have that. But as far as what I do on a basis every day, besides trying to filter out the hundreds of Telegram messages, no offense to anybody on that, but Telegram's entirely a mess to keep up with on that. But Telegram, Discord, it's crypto's a 24/7 job, I can assure you that. So between watching the shitcoins, the shitcoin factory, and keeping tabs of all the loompas, I'm pretty well busy all day. Now, I do check, we do still check and vet. So our vetting process would require basically almost every member of the team at some point to put their input in before we award something a golden ticket. If there's anything that's a flag anywhere, it would keep them away from being that. But when we first started, we were telling these communities what it took to be a golden ticket. And the reason I'm trying to be a little cryptic on that is we discovered really quick that it was another checkbox. And we don't want to be, you know, a coin sniper, coin gecko checkbox for every community. We want to be completely organic and word of mouth, as in, hey, I know Shilly Wonka. Have you heard of Shilly Wonka? Or you're here, however. So, you know, if when it comes to marketing, we do let the people approach us, and it's a constant approach, it seems, which is great. But then we start filtering them out from there. So once a lead comes in, for lack of a better word, I get it over to whoever it belongs to, or they handle it within the departments. As you said, organized. It's completely organized. Throughout the day, the Loompas will schedule voice chats that I need to be a part of, or schedule appointments for me throughout the day. I mean, this is close to a business as you can put it. That's how it is, with a friendly atmosphere. I mean, we are friendly towards each other. We love what we're doing. I think I speak on all the Loompas there. They haven't filed any grievances against me yet. So we're definitely enjoying what we're doing here. But as far as what I do, yeah, it's a vague answer, I'm sure, but there's a good bit of it all day.
No, of course, and I imagine you only told us, or were able to tell us, a tenth of what you do on a daily basis, anyway. Okay, so listen, it sounds fantastic. I'm either a noob in the crypto space, or even someone that has been here for years, and all of us still get rugged from time to time. There's nothing that you can do about it, as we mentioned. You know, you see a project, they even do KYC, you think, okay, these people are legit, and then something happens. So I find Shilly Wonka as a fantastic. You know, there's someone that does the research for me. I feel safer going with them. Of course, it's never 100%, no matter where you are, but I feel much safer. What do I have to do to be part of your community? How does it work, please?
All right. Yeah. And to absolutely agree with you there. It's always the community. I always like to tell everybody, and I post it, but not on every post. But of course, it's always, you know, do your own advice, do your own research, and it's not financial advice. We always cover that. Although we're not doing, I like to tell people we're not doing the research for them. We're sharing the research we've done for us, because ultimately we're investing in these projects as well. If we see a red flag on one of them and we're bailing ship, you will see that we will tell the community as well. You know, and there's been a few times where you're right, there might have been a call that, you know, was just posted as a free play for the community that might not have been fully vetted. That does happen. So as far as being part of our community, there's multiple ways that you can be a part. Pretty much any platform that you're on that you want to visit us on, you're welcome on. So that, you know, YouTube, you could subscribe to YouTube, TikTok, anything like that. That's fine. But the core of our community is the Shitcoin Factory. The Shitcoin Factory is what we refer to our Discord as, and we treat it just like that. We treat it as if it's a real entity, because that's how it's a virtual business, it's a virtual community, and it's a virtual hangout. I mean, we've even got a WONKA'S bar, so if you want to get on there and, you know, do whatever you want to do, that's fine as well. But we, you know, as far as joining the Discord, the Shitcoin Factory, they could go, that's just discord.gg/Shilly Wonka, or they can just go to the website, shillywonka.finance, and click join us. That'll bring them in. Inside the Shitcoin Factory, everybody gets free access to a few of the free outside of the gates type of deals. So, you know, you have like a general conversation and the airdrops and games section that's going to be open for a little while for everybody. But there's also a free candy where everyone's allowed to go shill a project as long as they follow the guideline. If we catch anybody posting a scam or a honeypot or anything, you know, any flag over time, we put a notation on that account. It's a 3 strikes you're out rule. But if we think that you're coming in, you know, maliciously, of course, we reserve the right to allow that. But yeah, people can come in on the free side. Now, to get into the Shitcoin Factory, it's just like the movie or the books. You got to have a golden ticket. So you can't just go into the actual Shitcoin Factory. When you join our Discord, you have access to the free stuff. But to gain the VIP, we have a tip bot in there that's actually going to be accepting Shilly Bar, our native token. It'll be accepting the token from day one. So when the token launches, the system's already prepared. You'll be able to deposit your Shilly bars into the Shitcoin Factory wallet, your tip wallet, and utilize that back and forth for payments if you would like, as well as to gain access into the VIP section. And in the VIP section, those guys get the calls first. So if there's something we're working on, pre-vet even, we'll stick it in there. Those guys get first access to all the golden plays, or all the golden ticket calls, the everlasting good calls. They get access to every one of the Wonka insider information and all the test candies even before they're released out to the public. So that is another thing they have access to, is the secret concoctions section. And that's basically where they're going to be community made meme or whatever type of tokens that can be launched, built by the community and tracked 100% as safe from the beginning with us. But, we can launch them in there for those guys if they'd like. There's a whole bunch that we offer. I mean, and it does seem overwhelming at first, but keep in mind, instead of us sitting here promising you guys on things that we're going to do, we're delivering on them on day one. So that was the goal all along. We didn't want to rush into a token. We could have launched a shitcoin. We could have launched 100 of them between the time that it took to build this. No, we've built this for long-term sustainability, and we would like for them to join us. There is a charge associated with joining if they want to come into the or into the Shitcoin Factory, of course. But we pay those guys out a lot. That's going to be what's going to go on with the tip system. They're, if they like and retweet a Twitter post, then they can get tipped Shilly bars within our system. And it's pretty innovative, we think, of how this is going to work.
Wow. Okay. Very good. I agree. You could have come out with a token or multiple tokens when you started, but rather you already have a platform and something in place, and now the token is basically the cherry on top. Speaking of the token, Shilly, how does it work as far as tokenomics? Do you have any tax on it? What are the tokenomics of the token, please?
Okay. Yeah, we actually do. We do have a few taxes on the tokenomics. I do want to make sure that Big Mac is unmuted in case we go too far here. Where's Big Mac? Is he in here?
Can you raise your hand, mate, please?
Yeah, make sure Big Mac can raise his hands there.
Everyone else that is not Shilly Wonka team, please put your hands down, guys.
All right.
Maybe he's got a different username. Everyone else that is not Shilly Wonka team, hands down, please. I'm actually not going to call you if I see your hand up. Because is it golden ticket?
Yes, golden ticket.
There you go. I'm muted.
Golden ticket will be part of it. All right. Yeah. So I'll break them down while you look for Big Mac. Yeah. We do have a tax, but it's pretty. Once again, we try to be pretty innovative in the way that we work on it. The sales tax and the buy tax are 15%. But how that works is there's a 5% that goes to BUSD rewards for the holders. 2% would go to liquidity, and then we have 4% that would go over to the team. That's how I can handle the team, the salaries, and our marketing on our side. It's just combined into one. We are the marketing, so there's not really a need for the marketing wallet. We're combining that into the team, and we'll handle everything that's needed for us from there. There's also the big event that we've been working on as well, trying to figure out the way that we wanted to handle it, and practiced and kind of got it down a good bit to a perfect science that we think is the lottery system. We have a 4%. So 4% of every buy and sell goes into the lottery wallet. And to give you guys an idea on launch, when we go live on launch, we're going to take a snapshot, of course, and everybody that has made it into the private sale and the pre-sale here are going to get a chance at this as well. But we're going to enter them into the Shill of Fortune. The Shill of Fortune is what we have. It's a wheel that we spin live on air. And on launch, we're going to give away 10 BNB. We're going to spin it, pick 5 winners or 5 wallet holders, team excluded, obviously. But we're going to pick 5 wallet holders out of the holders list from the wheel. Everybody will have a chance, and it's based on a percentage. more of that information, I can dig into that, and you guys can get all that information on our website and everywhere else, because there's a little bit to it. But you will each have a chance to, on the very first wheel spin, to everybody that is a holder, their wallet address will go in for the 10 BNB to be split up right on launch. Now, we have plans on making that even larger, 50, 100 BNB. It's going to be community selectable. So if they would like for it to build up to 100 BNB, we'll spin the wheel 5 times and give 5 people 20 BNB. It's not an issue. It's all about putting it back into the community. So we'll just build it and let it do whatever. All of these functions can be voted on. We've already got poll bots set up in the shitcoin factory. They can select these things. We can change these things as they want to. We are not renouncing the contract. I know that may be an issue for most and some people, but keep in mind, this is legitimate. We've got so much behind this token that we don't want to have any issues that would come up, and we would, be stuck with a contract that we could not change. And we're able to change the rewards. So we're launching with 5% BUSD rewards. We can keep it at BUSD forever if the community and everybody wants to go that route, that's fine. Or we can do that through a vested amount with partners that would be community selectable as well. So we have the ability to change our rewards. That was an idea that I had presented to another group all the way back in July, and it took us a little bit a while to get everything like we want, but we do have interchangeable rewards, so that's great too. I think that gives a few use cases out there.
Yeah, no, very good. I had just muted myself to avoid background noise, but yeah, that's great for the token and all the way that you can use it. As far as renouncing the contract, I couldn't agree more. It's something that a lot of communities were asking for a few months ago, and then after the first big projects were not able to change, as the market was changing and the needs of the project were changing. They very quickly realized that that was not a very good idea. Okay, Shilly, tell us a little bit about the roadmap. What's coming up?
Yeah, that's well, we do have a lot of stuff coming up, but for right now, just to let everybody know, like I said, we built the ship. Now's the time for us to steer it and put it out full motion. Everything now is time for everything to pick up and start moving. So if you look at our roadmap, we've already got 95% of what's listed on our roadmap completed. There will be, and our token will be launching, I can name out right now 8 active use cases that are there. We originally had 9, but there's been a slight delay on the 9th one. So I could say in the future, as far as the upcoming roadmap that's not listed anywhere, if I was going to give out anything of an exciting thing, is we do have plans, and there is a play to earn pinball machine that's under development right now. It should be coming pretty soon, we hope, but that's the only thing that did not make our complete launch. So that was the 9th use case, but it is coming soon. So if you're looking for a roadmap, that would be on our roadmap, as well as further expansion and growth. And keep in mind, continued marketing. Every day we have a new partner, at least, truthfully, every day we're getting 10, 15 new partners reaching out, asking us to promote their token. We're much more of a quality over quantity type of information. But as far as the roadmap, we also are going to be one of the first BSC projects to heavily use animation. So on our AMAs, we've already got 3D animated puppets. Well, 2D animated puppets, I guess. Well, I don't know the technical term, but animated puppets that are already set up with our characters. So our AMAs will be split screen amongst all of our characters talking back and forth. It's a pretty unique experience, and that's the characters that we're going to have branded as well. But other than that, we're going to have like live game streaming within our community, starting with Madam Blueberry. We're going to really focus on the media side with Twitch, get a good bit of those guys over here, since gaming and crypto goes a lot more hand in hand than people realize. We're going to try to further expand our media presence over on Twitch. So we've already, a lot of that.
That's fantastic. There's obviously a lot coming up. Okay, guys, so this is the start as far as the obviously the token, but the project has been going on for a long time, but so much more is coming up. As far as the pre-sale itself, Shilly, when is the pre-sale, and have you already deployed the pool, or do you already have a link for us?
Yes, the pre-sale is actually going to be right after the AMA. I think the pre-sale is, once again, Big Mac is in charge of handling that, was the contract developer, as far as making sure that everything is ready, to my knowledge, and 100%, except we're going to do the whitelist for 15 minutes before the pre-sale goes live. So we're going to actually be giving out 5 whitelist spots as well. So for this, so that those guys will get a chance to get in a little early as well.
Fantastic. So obviously, when the pre-sale pool is created, our bot will broadcast that, and then, guys, you can come back into our chat and post a link as well, advertise a little bit. But of course, if you want to know exactly when that's going to be, join the Telegram channel, and we have posted the links a few times, and I'm going to do that again now. There it is. So yeah, just to keep up to date, join the Telegram channel or the Discord channel. But yeah, that's the best way to stay up to date with what's happening at Shilly Wonka. Mate, thank you so much for the information. Thanks for telling us about yourself and the project. Is there anything else that you want to add before we get the community in to ask you questions?
Not really, other than thank you for having me, and thanks for considering us and this big dream that we've had that's became a reality. I mean, we've thanks for all the believers that have been there since day one, and thanks for all the new people that are joining.
Awesome.
No
worries.
It really was a community and team-backed effort. So I just want to make sure everybody knows I'm appreciative of that.
That's awesome. Okay, very good. So as you were mentioning, you've put up a very nice and generous prize pool for this AMA. There is a $300 cash prize, a 5 whitelist spots that you all know, guys, by now, that can be much more profitable than the cash prize, and 5 VIP memberships for the channel. So as far as the cash prize, normally we do that with the best questions. So there's $300. Normally 6 best questions win $50 each. The whitelist spots, I normally ask the community to do a particular task at the end. But for the VIP memberships, Shilly, I will let you decide how to give that prize to the community. Is that right?
Yeah, that's fine, unless you want to just give it away as far as the best questions as well. You can just piggyback it on some of those prizes. I'm fine with that.
Okay, let's do that. We'll see if we've got enough time for 11 questions. And if we do, by all means, we can do that. But for the whitelist spots, guys, I will ask you at the very end to do something. So stay on until the very end of the AMA, okay? Because that whitelist spots is something that you do want. Okay, so please raise your hands now for your questions. And let me make sure that I check the ones that had their hands up before, because you will not be called, as I said. Okay, the very first one is Ishmeet. I'm muted, Ishmeet. Ishmeet, you can ask a question now, please.
Hello, I just have one question. I was going through the website and I was curious to know about the secret concussion and something. I just wanted to know what's in there. It says our next secret concussion is cooking.
Yes, that would be as I mentioned earlier, there's a meme launch pad that we have within the shitcoin factory. So if we have if somebody has a good idea for a meme coin, as long as it's a safe coin. Like I said, it's community. These will be community driven. So you can assemble the whole team and work together however you want with the, everybody's a community within the secret concoctions. That's one of the VIP perks of being in the shitcoin factory, is that you'll get access to those candies while they're being made. And you'll be part of that from the ground floor up, basically. And by candies, of course, it's just projects or tokens or meme tokens. But that's what the secret concoctions would be. Yes.
And one more question. And how are you gonna assure us that the projects you're gonna launch on your launchpad are safe or rug proof? Like, is there any thing you're gonna do? Or
Yes, they will. Every bit of that would be required. So any of the secret concoctions that we have, it would be the idea, the marketing, the community parts of that would be handled by the community. As far as the liquidity and everything else, before we announce anything as a secret concoction, we make sure that it's 100% rug proof and legit on our side. So the tokenomics, the handling of the contract, all of that would be done on our side when it was announced and handled by us. The marketing, the logo designs, even the website, anything that you guys, the community, the Loompas or anybody wanted to build from there is totally up to you guys. But the handling of the liquidity and everything that can cause a rug or honey pool is absolutely handled by us and guaranteed by us.
okay, sounds good.
Very good. Thank you, Ishmael. And of course, he didn't know, I think he's new in our community. Everyone else, please, I forgot to add it before, only one question each, please. We have about 30 hands up. I want to make sure to give a chance to everyone. So one question only, please. Next one up is Will. I'm muted, mate.
Yeah, hello, man.
Hi.
Yeah, how are you? I want to ask about the liquidity. What the reason about the liquidity only for 1 month?
Okay, yeah, that goes back to the renouncing of the contract as well. We did not want, and we've actually been with projects in the past that have launched and locked their liquidity for 6 months or however. As a matter of fact, our developer himself had a V1 launch of a token basically with Baby Burger Time and locked the liquidity for 10 years, just being a nice guy and doing what he thought was right. And then as soon as you go to adjust or have something that requires a contract change, that liquidity is locked. So for 30 days, really and truthfully, 2 days into this thing, 3 days into this, when we're making sure that everything is functioning 100% as intended, I have zero problems locking the liquidity way further. That's absolutely not an issue with me at all. And even then, like I said, it's still locked for 30 days. I figured that was a safe point to get the point across. So if there was an issue, this amount of liquidity would need to be, it would be 30 days before I could even get that out at this point. So we would not want to extend that until we're dead set, 100% tested.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
Awesome. Thank you for asking the question. And next one up is CG. I think that you had a question in the written chat, and I asked you to come up here. This is your opportunity, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, really well.
Oh, what's up? I'm CG from Europe. I mean Europe in France. That's why I thought I was not confident in VC, but I will try my best.
Your English is really good, CG. No reason to be nervous.
Thank you so much. About the process of finding your calls, how does it work? I mean, do you have channel? Do you have any process to do it? And how is it present? I mean, only on Discord?
Okay, there is a process behind it. Now, as far as how I get or how we get the calls, a lot of these communities have launched or worked with us on other projects or know of us through other. And as I mentioned, they come forth to us for the marketing or to help them get started or to help them get noticed. Not all of those guys make it. I would say really and truthfully, back to the quality over quantity, probably 10% of the calls or the people that come forth to us actually get listed as an official call or anything. We get people that come into the server and put them into free candy. So we get you guys, the community, and us. There's always constantly plays coming in, and it just depends on, as far as the vetting process, if they make it to be an official call or not. But our vetting process is pretty strict. And like I said, we don't reveal the exact formula behind the flavor of that candy at all, because it's proprietary to us, and we don't want it to be like a checkbox of people. Oh, you do this, and Shilly Wonka will give you that. We do like the mystery a little bit of that.
Okay, understand it. So there is no, as you said, there is no plan to project to pay your call. I mean, to be in your call.
Well, yes, they can pay if they pass, and then we offer, we can give AMAs, video AMAs, and stuff like that, right?
Okay, cool. Sorry for the second question. I mean, sorry.
Okay.
Thank you for answering to my question. A good time.
Thank you.
He was still part of the first one. All good, CG. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. Okay, so we mute him, and we go next now to Greenwood. Greenwood John, allowed to speak.
Yeah, thank you very much for allowing me to speak. My question is, your project is a really nice one, but what of security? How do you deal with security in order to secure the project and also in the investors who are investing in it? How secure is the project?
The project is 100% secure. I can guarantee you, well, the KYC that was done here was the contract developer, one of the branding manager that was with us, and my full team, I'm doxed to them, obviously. We do keep the mystery of the character. As far as me being out doxed, that's it's private knowledge, let's say that, as far as the team, to protect them. But every one of our team wallets are blacklisted just for the rewards. Nobody's going to sell any on that aspect. The liquidity, as we mentioned, will be locked. So from an investor standpoint, everything there is 100% safe, I can assure you. And once again, we did not put this much time and effort or even marketing funds behind, a project that, or to build this up. Basically, we would not have put this much effort into it if we did not have long-term plans to continue everything we've built.
Thank you very, very much.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Greenwood. Next one up, we have BSC King. Let me find you to unmute you. There you are, mate. BSC King.
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes.
Yeah, I'm new to the crypto. I have been for since 2 weeks only. So I got into many rug pulls, many pump and dump games. So I think this token will be helpful for the new investors like me. And I can ask the question to Shilly Wonka. Hello?
Yes, go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, you said the community will put the project to vote and decide to list on Shilly Wonka, whether the persons having higher tokens have higher chance to win, or every person's having any amount of token have the equal right to vote to list the project on Shilly Wonka. Do you have any plans in that?
As far as the investors, the amount that they hold, and the ability to win, the way that'll be broken down is listed. It'll be in the details are on the site to go into the exact percentages. I don't know off the top of my head. We went through these as a team. We practiced numerous different things and looked at it to get the formula. But basically, the way that it works is the top percentage will get their name on the wheel first. That wheel will get spun. The winner gets taken off, and then the second amount of percentage, let's say the top 25 holders, don't hold me to that number, but the top 25 holders. Then we put all of those wallet addresses in with the original spin, and that's the second spin, remove them. And then we go from there into the top 50 holders, add them to the wheel, spin again. And we do that all the way up to the fifth, 5 full wheel spins. So the higher up you are in the holders list, you would be present for all 5 wheel spins if you're in the top tier. That's how it's going to work. And we're not doing it by the top number of wallets. We're doing it by the top percentage of holders, excluding all of the team wallets. And actually, I would, just to touch on that real quick, I could tell you guys the top 7 wallets are all of our team wallets. And every one of them are locked and are rewards. You'll never see a token sold out of any of those wallets.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you to be interested in your project.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for asking the question, mate. Thank you. Next one up is Khalifa. Let me see if I can find you. Must have gone down to the bottom. Khalifa. I don't think he's there anymore. Okay, so we go to the next one. Shard's Face. Where are you? There you are. Unmuted. Shard Face.
Yeah, I was wondering, where do you see this in a year? Where do you see it going in a year's time?
Well, and definitely above and beyond where we're at now, even larger and growing out. I know this may sound cliche or crazy to some people, but we've already building the media empire that we're trying to build and giving away the amount of money back into the community that we plan on building and having consistently. I would like to make Shilly Wonka a household name. We've already started off with the merch and the media as far as getting that going. And I think we got an easy enough name and likable characters that could be worn around, by people of all ages as well. So I would like to say that I think that just growth and expansion in a year, we're definitely not going anywhere. I can assure you that. This is a very, very long-term play. And as long as the community loves us and supports us and works with us, we're here too.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for asking that question. Okay, next one up, we have Wahyu. I will unmute you now. You're allowed to speak, mate. Wahyu, you can speak. You can ask your question.
Hello, Pip. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
My question, in what ways can Siliwonka generate profit revenue to sustain your project, and what is its revenue model? How do your investor and project become a win-win situation?
Okay. Investors in my project that hold will get constant volume from the constant rewards that are produced by the contract. So, of course, naturally, in any bit of crypto, you'll have some buying and selling, and that's completely natural along the way. Once again, you won't see it from the team here. Well, that would make no sense. But at the same time, you do have some that will happen along the way. So you'll get constant rewards from that. You also get the constant chances to be in the lottery drawings as we do those as well. But most of all, I would like to say that your investment, not financial advice, but your investment should only grow over time. I think with the market cap starting as low as we have and the pre-sale amount being as low as we have, I think that this gives a good entry point for everybody to try to get on and just hold and, be happy as part of this and help us support it and help us roll with it. Now, as far as also putting back in, if you are a holder of Shilly bars and you're in our community, the Golden Ticket VIP members also can get paid. They get paid out for doing tasks, as I mentioned, and that includes a pretty hefty sum if they bring in a call to us in the Discord that proves to be very lucrative for everybody in the Discord. We like to reward those guys, especially if that token does marketing with us. They get a pretty nice percentage of any marketing that comes in. We really, really, really put back into our investors' pockets as well as our community's pocket. But not financial advice. It's it's entirely up to you guys.
All right. Thank you for asking that question, Wahyu. We are running out of time. I have to ask you guys to keep your questions brief, please. Next one is Golden OG. Unmuted.
What's up?
Hi.
So there are many investors just focus on the price of the token in the short-term period instead of the real technology of the project. Can you tell us the motivation and benefits for the investors for your project to long term?
That's
I think that's the same question pretty much. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yes.
So
I hate to skip over you. I want to make sure everybody else has a chance because the pre-sale is about to go live. So
yeah, exactly. So sorry, that was exactly the same question as before. Let's ask Super J, please. Allowed to speak.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Hi.
Okay, thanks for the opportunity, Pippin. So one question is, assuming bear market, appear to your project, do you have any plan to prevent them from, dumping your project? How will you handle the panic selling?
Okay.
how will I handle panic selling?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Well, panic selling naturally can happen on any time, but I really don't understand. I think that built off of the floor that we've had all the way up until the VIP private sale and this the pre-sale, I think that we're going to have a solid group of investors that have taken the time. I always preach and tell people, do your own research by all means. If you have a reason or you feel like you might have a reason to panic sell or question anything that we've done here, we're always available to handle any fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But as far as handling or preventing panic selling, we do have a max transaction that's allowed, so nobody can dump an entire a max wallet at any given time. We do have transactions in place for that. But yeah, as far as handling panic selling, I mean, I don't really foresee it being an issue with anybody that realizes how long term of a project this is.
Okay. Thanks for the answer.
Thank you. Thanks for asking, Super J. And unfortunately, guys, this is all the time we have for questions. But 2, 4, 6, 8. We had 8 questions. So there's 8 winners there, and there are 15 prizes. So I might just have a few more winning the prize for, instead of the whitelist, the whitelist, they will also get the VIP membership. And I told you that I would ask you at the very end to do something to win the whitelist prize. And I'm telling you right now what you need to do. So the first, I think it's, the first 7 people, they go to the Shilly Wonka Telegram channel and post Shilly Wonka sent me, take a screenshot, come back to our channel and post it here. The first 7 people will win. Okay, so go to the Shilly Wonka Telegram channel, join, obviously. Shilly Wonka sent me, come back here to post your screenshot, and you will win. But you also need to stay in the Telegram channel. So anyway, we'll see the first 7 to arrive. I'll go through those entries for you, Shilly, and I will send you all the names. And of course, I've got the names of the winners. I will post them right at the end of the AMA. Very quickly, the winners for the questions were Ishmeets, Will, Greenwood, CG, BSC King, Shardface, Wahyu, and Super J. Guys, thank you so much for being part of the AMA. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Shilly, for being our guest. I'm very happy, more than happy to hear from you and your final comments.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I definitely appreciate you having us or having me. I know I did the talking on behalf of the team, but it was a delight. We've put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into even being here at this moment. And we didn't want to come half prepared. So we're glad that you guys took us on and we had this moment. And certainly we have a lot of respect for the entire Pink ecosystem. We've watched you guys from afar as well. Love what you got going on here, and that's why we're here with you today as well. So thanks for having us. We definitely like you guys a lot.
Thank you for the kind words. It's an absolute pleasure to deal with projects and people like yourself. Yeah, guys, the pre-sale will start very, very soon. Again, go to the Telegram channel. Make sure that you're there for the start. And guys, all the best for the pre-sale, for the launch, and for your projects as a whole. Thank you once more for being here. Thank you, everyone, and I'll see you at the next AMA.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye now.